What up, you fucking dirty skanks? The boys are all here. We're here to chat. It's myself, Justin, Oliver.
Hello.
Say hi. There he is. Brandon.
G'day.
Phoenix.
Hello.
We forgot to do this at the start of it, so we've had to chuck this in, but I'm sure it'll mix seamlessly.
Thanks for listening.
Enjoy.
Enjoy the sweet sounds of
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
right. Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. All right, gentlemen.
welcome back.
Yeah. Where have we been?
Oh, well.
All right, so you win $1 million if, and you can only choose one, and you have to do it successfully within 3 attempts, okay, to get your mil. Either beat off on a plane 5 times successfully without being caught and without using the bathroom, or streak a stadium final once whilst getting away, and if you don't get away, you have to pay the fine.
I could on the plane easy.
How long-
I'd go
how
to
long's
plane.
Yeah, fucking earth.
The plane would be heaps easier than stroking a stadium for sure.
What? Yeah, true.
How long's the flight?
Wait, you just fucking come on yourself and let it sit there for 6 hours.
Well, for 1 mil, fucking earth.
You gotta have some sort of refractory period. It's just-
Oh, true. You're thinking getting
Yeah.
away with one. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I didn't think of that. And plane ride can be as long as you want. You're buying the ticket. So.
yeah, okay.
What about
and
stopovers?
is it a full plane?
It's anything. You roll the dice.
Alright, so
Say I bought a plane ticket to England.
Mhm.
We have a stopover in Dubai. Do I have to finish before then, or do I get that chance to like limber up a little bit and then in the next 2 hours?
Just get off the
Get-
plane
get
and start
back on.
stretching and shit.
Yeah.
Refuel.
what are you limbering up for?
Which movement are you doing here, Finn? Something like that, mate.
I reckon you're getting caught if you're limbering up for it. No way you're doing it subtly if you're going that hard. You just gotta hope you're not sitting next to a kid.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh,
like that'll
okay.
make it easier.
That'd help, yeah, for sure.
All right, well, it's clearly the plane.
Hold
then.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
How hard would it be to like escape after streaking? I don't reckon you could do it.
I mean, I've
Yeah,
seen it
probably
happen.
Very hard.
Oh, dear.
Like
In
they
this
have
day and
mates
age.
waiting over the fence, and their mates like lift them over the fence. They just sprint off. But
Yeah. You
in an
mates just
actual-
get done.
in a proper stadium, it'd be hard. I've seen
Yeah.
it happen in those sort of smaller stadiums.
Mm.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah,
to
I
get
don't
out.
think you could do it at like a legitimate
Nah.
sporting event. All right, what about this then? Every time you wake up and are about to go to sleep, the feeling of a pair of soggy testicles are dragged from your chin to your forehead and it always hits your top lip. Or every time you feel fear, you shit yourself with the force of a cannon and there is legitimate created.
It's gotta. I don't really fall asleep and wake back up and then fall back asleep. So
No, it's when you're about to go to sleep and every time you wake up. So when you're about to fall asleep, you don't know it, but
I
like
thought
when
you
your
meant, like-
body is about to fall into sleep, that's when it happens.
Just sounds like every night with Mark for me.
Oh,
See Mark
fuck.
like sweating up his testicles.
Oh, that's
Brandon's gonna love this.
Oh. I think I'd have to go with the sweaty testicle thing, I reckon.
I don't
sure.
reckon it would controversial decision. I don't reckon it would actually feel that bad to get a sweaty testicle.
I don't know. Do you
It's actually
taste
cool.
it?
Well, it hits your top lip.
Yeah.
So it lifts up a part of it. It lifts up a part of your lips there.
Do you say it's just
might
the
get a little bit of tongue.
feeling? So is it actually
Uh,
happening to you, or is it like a ghost? Is it like a ghost nut?
It feels as if it's happening.
So it's like ghost nuts.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're soggy. They're not sweaty. They're soggy. Like they've been in some form of swamp water all day.
Mm.
Okay.
Do you get the aroma, like the smell as well?
Testy smell.
I'd go the testicles.
Yeah, because every time you feel fear, that's a shocker, isn't it?
Yeah, that's an easy one. I feel like.
I'll tell you what. How
Maybe
about
just
this?
shoot
Right?
yourself, not with the force of the cannon.
No, how about this? You're running away from a mugger, a rapist in your case, Finn, and you go down an alleyway, right? And he's
Bend
about to
over.
come and get you. There's a fire escape to your top left. You feel the fear, shit yourself, lift up to the fire escape, you're away.
Or you bend over, pull your pants down, you fire a shit cannon into the guy.
This is fucking fatal within 3 meters.
Oh.
He's the first superhero. It's the shittest one. Imagine that if like a superhero was discovered on Earth, like with special abilities, and it was something like that.
Oh,
whenever
you'd just
they
be
shit.
be so like underwhelmed.
Oh, you'd be down in the dumps for sure.
Yeah,
Oh shit, dude. Hmm.
yeah, I know.
What
Something
about
like that.
you have a sex tape released of you and a pig,
Black Mirror?
or yeah, or you touch your asshole, like finger to asshole every time you feel the slightest bit of excitement.
Don't you
Do
do
you
that
ha-
normally?
Wait, so
No,
wait, so every time you get excited, you touch your bumhole with your finger, or every time you touch your bumhole with your finger?
Hold on.
Jeez, I'm getting excited often.
Because that's yeah.
Oh, shit. Just a regular
No,
morning.
it's every time you get excited. So it's like uncontrollable. You get excited, you just gotta.
Yeah, you have to do it. Like it's like a reflex. It's like you sneeze. You can't
That's
stop it.
fucked.
Wait, is it down your pants, or are you going through your jeans?
No, it's down your pants. Like you have to skin to skin contact.
Oh,
Wait, I forget the other option now.
There's a sex tape released of you and a pig,
Oh, sex tape.
the pig thing. Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it
you
is
gotta do that.
broadcast over a news network
Mm-hmm.
within 100 kilometers of the town that you're living in.
Oh wow, easily the pig.
Yeah, I think I'd still go the pig.
Even if it was broadcasted nationally, I think I'd still go the pig.
What if the arsehole thing only goes for a year?
I could go MIA for a year, I guess.
I think I'd have to change the arsehole. Because
I'd
that
have to
pig's
have,
gonna
like-
that pig's gonna stay
yeah.
around for the rest of your life. You're gonna be that guy.
Dude, you'll be making bacon with it when you're done, though.
How much excitement do you have to get? Is it just like mild excitement?
Slightest.
Oh, so like if I go
Like
to
you
the
could find
supermarket-
$2 on the ground and be like, "Ooh, fuck."
So if I went to the supermarket and I saw, say, some jumpies are on special, two
Walking to the supermarket,
two
you
for
look down a
$5. I see some jumpies 2 for $5, and I'm like, oh, that's good. Like just a little. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, I have to touch my asshole.
Yeah, skin to skin.
No,
It's
I've got to go the other thing.
I'd still stick with the pig as well.
Yeah, okay.
Because the amount of times you'd get caught by like a parent and their kids, and they're thinking, "Oh shit, are they touching their asshole over a kid?" And then you'd probably get banned from wherever you are. So you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah, nah.
Do you have to
Brandon.
finish with the pig?
Oh, yeah, you give it a facial.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to.
Do you get protection?
Nah, neither does the pig.
No.
Wait, you probably got. No, I'm touching my asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
Not right now.
The admission of guilt, Westy.
Everyone's been excited.
Saw that Chucky special.
Too many
Oh,
jumpies.
fuck me. Well, what about a bit overrated, underrated?
Yeah, so we just sort of got a spitball.
Well, I think Ben and Jerry's is massively overrated.
Have you tried a Maxi Bond?
You're
Holy
wrong.
shit, they absolutely
Maxi Bond.
Oh,
Dude, I think you're wrong with that. Ben and Jerry's are the shit, and they have soy options, which is
soy boy. Typical soy boy.
Such a fucking soy boy. Dude.
I think I agree with Finn apart from the soy.
No,
Yeah,
I think it's like
overrated.
$12 for
Yeah.
like not even a big container.
It's delicious though.
But geez, it's good.
Yeah,
But if
it's-
you can pay
it's
like
unreal.
$4 for a container that's twice the size, and it might only be 10% worse.
I don't know.
I think you're paying for the quality though. I'm with Ben and Jerry's for sure,
Yeah. You want quality, you got to pay quality.
especially
because
that-
for a
that
4-pack
soy.
of Maxi Bonds, there's $6
No, they're $8.
on sale for $6.
That's when you
Yeah.
touch on the arsehole right there.
You see them bonds for $6 and you.
Dude, fuck the question. I'll just do that regardless. 110%. No, see, I reckon there's much better value out there in the ice cream world, personally.
Definitely.
Ben and Jerry's just had that hype, and then everyone loves fucking Cookie Dough.
Yeah.
I'm just not a big fan of Cookie Dough.
I love it. Like Tonight Dough is a very good ice cream.
Yeah, so that's
Tonight, wait, what dough?
The Tonight Dough, Jimmy Fallon's,
Oh,
Ben and Jerry's.
all right.
which, like, you know, you fucking made it when you got an ice cream, don't you? Like,
Oh,
who gets ice
yeah.
creams?
Jimmy
Is that like
Fallon.
a thing with being a Tonight Show? You just get an ice cream, like how NBA players get shoes.
I don't know. Like you don't see Kanye West with an ice cream, do you?
No, you don't. I guess he's got his own shoes.
Yeah, but he
He
doesn't
made
have an
'em.
ice cream.
Yeah, that's a good point. Would you rather have your own shoe or ice cream?
I'd rather an ice cream, honestly.
I think I
Ice
would
cream.
too.
It'd be
Yeah,
the
like-
best soy ice cream anyone has ever had.
Have I fucking told you boys the story about how I discovered Finn was lactose intolerant?
Oh.
Go ahead.
So it was a hot day. We were down at Surfside Caravan Park, and I was like to Jeremy Bolden, because we didn't have cars at the time because we were young, small boys, and I was like, "Look, I would love a milkshake." And Finn's down with me, and he's like, "Sick, let's go get one." So we go to fucking, what's it called? What's the Stone Cold? Is it Stone Cold?
Frostbite.
Frostbite. That's it. Stone Cold. What the fuck am I on?
Pretty much
So
the
you go to
equivalent of
Frostbite.
yeah.
I get a milkshake. Finn also gets a milkshake. We walk from, this is when it was at Cactus Jam. We walk from there to the main street. And as we're at the lights, Finn goes, "I feel really sick." And I'm like, "Finn, why do you feel sick?" And he's like, "I'm lactose intolerant." And I was like, "How the fuck would you get a milkshake?"
No, but it's
Like, "Oh,
worth
it tastes
though.
good.
It's worth shitting your pants for that.
I don't know. Some days I don't think that, but then some days I get like a delicious milkshake. Like I got one the other day from some donut place, and it was probably the best milkshake I've ever had. That was worth shitting my pants for.
Yeah, get excited, finger in the bum. Oh,
Yeah.
shit comes out.
Yeah, you don't want that, do you? Finger on the bum when you need a shit.
Oh, no. It's like
You're
sticking
touching
finger in mud.
cotton and you sort of
No,
just.
you just poking it back up there.
Jeez, you can hold on for a bit longer, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Sort of like plugging the hole, really.
Unless you're not really pushing it back, his fingers are sort of just sinking in the middle of it.
Oh,
it's
I suppose lactose intolerant would be like putting your thumb over a hose.
Kink in the hose. Oh, shit. All right. Well, what about this? Because I think this is massively overrated, and I would be surprised if any of you boys disagree. Shower sex.
Yeah. Overrated.
Massively overrated. So bad.
I agree.
It's just awkward.
Haven't had it.
Yeah. Dude, if you don't have the biggest shower of all time, like, you got no room to maneuver.
Nah.
Or unless you fucking man dingo.
Yeah, and you see, my shower isn't big at all.
Neither's your dick, so it's hard. No, it's just like, you know, you see it romanticized in movies and things, and of course the adult films.
And you sort of, oh, give it a crack.
It's just the fucking shittest thing in the world.
And then you're sort of stuck in like a half squat trying to get it in there.
Fucking half squat.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, well this one might be just me because I'm sick in the head. But a warm toilet seat.
Oh, do you know
I
who's warmed it
actually-
up beforehand? Or
No, you don't like it.
It's
Don't tell us.
yeah, I actually do.
Surely not.
I do, yeah.
See, I see a warm seat as yuck. Someone's been here before me. and it's recent.
Yeah.
yeah, that's very concerning, Justin.
Yeah, but also, you know those real chilly nights when it's like 3 degrees and you sit down on the seat and it like hurts you physically?
Mm.
I hate that.
Yeah,
I could find
I-
this as just the happy equivalent.
Would,
you know, the
would you
opposite.
not be worried if you went to your toilet at 3 a.m. in the morning and it was warm?
I just think it's great timing, really.
Nah, I'd be worried. I'd be real sus about that.
That's probably a fair point. Look, it's probably only
Mainly because it's an ensuite, and if I was by myself, it's sort of.
no one open the door.
Oh,
You just open your door, you're looking outside and shit. The
Oh.
fuck? Just literally sitting there.
yeah.
No, well, yeah, that's clearly only me.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is one of the parts of life that a lot of people don't do, especially older people, and they should do because it's one of the great freedoms, and that is ordering fast food on an app and then picking it up in the drive-through, so you don't have to talk to anyone.
Oh yeah,
I think that is
I-
criminally underrated.
I think it's underrated. Yeah, because I feel like not many people know about it. Like,
Yeah.
and not enough people know about it at the moment.
Yeah.
And
I don't know, because I feel like a lot of the old people, they wouldn't be able to, though. Their skills with technology just isn't great.
It's like, yeah, go ahead.
like going into KFC, like, so this is like the first week we got Louis, my puppy, and so I brought him to KFC with me, but the drive-thru was massive, so I was like, oh well, I'll order on the app and then I'll walk in.
Did you
So,
leave the dog
no.
in the car on a hot day?
No.
You fucking sadist.
So see, what I did was I ordered on the app, paid on the app, and said I'm in the store. I waited about 5 to 10 minutes in the car with Louis,
Mm.
and then I got out of the car, ran over. It was ready for me. Went back.
See, that's an elite play. If you
Yeah.
do the old I'm in the store, but you're not actually in the store.
Yeah, see, because I had it ready for you by the time you're there.
Yeah, so you can't do that in the drive-through.
No.
True.
See, it was very handy.
I fucking hate going in, but there is nothing better than when you order on the app and you have to go in the store because the drive-through is just fucked, and all these people are waiting, and then you just walk
straight
up.
past.
Yeah, and you've just
Oh.
walked in there, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
The oldies have no idea what's going on.
I'm too lazy to get out of the car. I'll ride that train.
Nah.
I'll sit there for 40 minutes.
I
just to get my
hate
KFC.
a long drive through. I love how we're talking about apps in general, but this is all straight towards KFC.
No, it is. Yeah. Well, the Colonel deserves our respect. I haven't used any others, to be honest.
Me either. I think the Macca's one seems pretty trash, actually.
I actually have decided today that I do not enjoy Macca's.
Mm.
Oh, no.
I enjoy it when I'm drunk,
No,
but
but
it just
the Monopoly gets you in though. It really gets you.
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love a bit of Monopoly.
I feel like it's a lot
That's
of people.
great.
I feel like it pins them. I feel like you can get people just with the Monopoly. Literally, if you offered that Monopoly shit for like $2, but you didn't get nothing,
Nah,
guarantee you
surely
people
not.
would pay it.
You'd have to have a chance at a meal, like a small meal of something.
Yeah, probably like an instant win.
But like,
Yeah.
even all the freebies are shit. Can you get like a Big Mac for free? That'd be all right.
Yeah,
I
I've
think
got a
so.
big.
You
Mac.
can, yeah,
Yeah.
I got one. It's a Big Mac or a McChicken. I got one the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd much rather meat chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't trust those patties. I don't trust
Really?
those meat patties. No, like I trust them because there's no way they could hurt me because they're not even meat as far as I'm concerned.
I'd prefer them over the chicken though.
Yeah, the chicken is untrustworthy as well.
The chicken's probably just. I feel like the chicken's just like injected into the thing, and it's just not actually chicken. It's like, did you ever see the
Yeah, it looks.
the popcorn chicken things that Macca's used to have, and they used to have like the goo inside them sometimes.
Oh, yuck, no.
I do.
What sort of
disgusting.
goo are you talking about?
McBites. Yeah, it was just
Oh,
disgusting.
do they still have them?
Yeah. No,
I get them all the time.
I thought they were all right.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Wait, what goo did they have inside of them?
McBites overrated.
Ooh.
Overrated.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I mean,
well,
you definitely go a nugget over McBites.
Oh, for
Nah,
sure.
absolutely not.
Oh,
yeah, I reckon.
Nah, McBites are so much better than nuggets.
Mm,
Although when they do have that 20 nuggets for 10, that is the shit.
24.
24.
Here's one. What do you prefer, Macca's or KFC? Nuggets?
Oh,
gotta be
KFC.
KFC, yeah.
KFC nuggets.
It's KF in
Yeah.
everything, as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
I feel like the Macca's sauces with KFC nuggets is pretty good.
I'm actually partial to some Red Rooster cheesy nuggets from time to time.
Oh, jeez, nah. I think I overdid it when I worked there.
Yeah. I worked with you, Brandon, and I
Oh.
still love them.
Oh, we were very unhealthy, greasy boys at that time.
Yeah, bloody
What's
hell, really.
changed?
Yeah.
Not much.
No, I
Just got
feel like
real
KFC
jobs.
destroys Macca's in like every part.
Yeah.
Like,
The
what's
chips
better
are
at
very
Macca's than
good.
it is at KFC?
Depends what you're feeling like.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
KFC have some very average chips sometimes though, when they don't put like any salt on them.
You just gotta ask for that extra salt every time.
Mm.
Sometimes that's too much, though.
Yeah,
I
the
just
Red
run
Rooster
the
salt was
gauntlet.
very.
I feel like you gotta run the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta be prepared for too much.
Yeah, you do.
Even then, it's not even bad because fucking too much salt is like just feels like a heart attack.
Macca's chips are hell consistent though.
They
But
are.
like, what's so good about Macca's chips? It's just a
What you getting?
potato. Do they put salt on them?
Yeah, no, they do.
Oh, really?
But it's got nothing on the KFC ones. Like it's like regular salt.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like the good shit. That KFC recipe, I don't know what the fuck they did, but that salt is so good.
Isn't it?
Dude,
I don't know. Red Rooster ones are good, though.
I would wake up and fucking snort a line of that salt every morning if I had a bag of it.
All right. I don't think you would. I think you do it once and then instantly regret it. Would you ever done a suicide shot?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, you lick the fucking.
Yeah, then things aren't great. No, like actual suicide shot.
Is that the lemon in the eye and you snort
you
the
snort
salt?
the
Yeah.
Which is like, who the fuck thought of that? Someone was cooked out of their mind when they thought of that. I fucking guarantee it. Who's standing at a bar going, let's snort some salt, put some lemon in the eye, and then take a shot?
I saw Kyle do that at the Denny Ute Master. A couple of weeks ago.
I saw that too, actually.
Yeah.
Dude, there's nothing better than you, Master. I think we should go one year.
Oh, bloody oath.
Oh,
But like, what car do we go in? Because I
Come
swear,
on.
like,
Westy's little Nissan shitbox.
a 1994 Holden Nova. Thank you very much. Hatchback.
Let me just look up this fucking poor excuse for metal.
stick it in power mode and we're good to go.
Yeah, it's got a power mode. Fucking fangs.
What's the power mode? 60 k's an hour?
It makes it sound normal
No,
though. Like
no, it
without
makes sense.
sports mode, it sounds fucked.
Yeah, nah.
Dude, I've just looked it up and I fucking love your car.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Every time I get in it, I swear it's gonna die. Has it done long trips?
About 2 hours, 2.5 hours is most I've done it.
It's a fucking good effort for the
It's
Nova.
not too bad. Yeah.
So here's the thing. It was one Easter. Me and Soph were going to Hall's Gap to camp, and we decided to take my car for some reason. I'm not sure. But yeah, so we left on the way to Hall's Gap, and we went through Dunkeld, which is about 50 k's out of Hall's Gap. And my car, we start hearing a bit of scraping on the ground whenever we go over.
Oh god.
And I was like, I don't want to get out and check it until we get to Hall's Gap because I don't want to find something wrong with it and we have to stop. So just kept going. As we're going, the scraping gets
Wait,
like.
what sort of logic
That's
is
it.
that? I don't want to just, check and maybe tuck something back in.
Want to make sure I fuck it up real good into it.
I was writing that out. Anyway, so as we're going, the scraping gets progressively worse,
Mm.
and we finally get to Hall's Gap and have about because it's buzzing at Easter time, Hall's Gap, like people everywhere.
It's party
And,
central.
Get about 10 people tap on our window within the first 100 meters, pointing at my tire. And I was like, yeah, I know. I sort of figured it out by that point that I'd had a flat tire for 50 Ks.
Did you ever split?
Yeah, but my car didn't have a jack in it.
Oh.
So we had to call the RACV. Yeah, no, I don't know. So we had to call the RACV, and we had to get them to come and change my tyre, but that took them ages because one of the busiest days of the year for them, because everyone's traveling with their caravans and everything. And yeah, so on the way back, because we end up going to Ararat to camp, and then on the way back, coming through Hall's Gap, we hit a scrape again.
No.
You're fucking joking.
No.
So we're going through, hearing the scrape every bump. I'm like, shit. So we get to Hall's Gap, stop at the servo, and yeah, it's another flat tire. The spare tire went flat as well.
Oh no.
No, it was yeah, so we decided to drive all the way back, another 2.5 hour drive. And we stopped at every petrol station on the way to pump up the tire at each one, because we did the Hall's Gap servo. And none of them were open. None of them had their air pumps out. And we're hearing the scrape in 15 minutes till home. I just had to ride it out again.
Jesus. So what
Yeah.
the fuck happened?
No, I had to get the REM panel beaded because it was fucked. So I had to get that panel beaded and change the tire, and yeah, it wasn't great.
The Nova. Jesus.
They fucking made it.
Yeah, that was amazing. The Nova's unstoppable.
Well, I don't know about all that, but
365,000 Ks and count.
way too many.
Oh, jeez.
Hasn't missed
It's
a
done-
beat in
It's
2
done very
years.
well.
Yeah, perfect.
Alright.
Dude, what about this? All right. So you're a serial killer. You got no choice in the matter. Which of these 3 weapons do you think you'd be most effective with? Okay.
I like this.
A 12-inch rubber dildo,
Oh,
a cheese grater, or a regular office stapler?
rubber dildo.
You got to go with the dildo.
Yeah,
For
rubber
sure.
dildo for sure. See, because
Huh.
what you do is you're beating your victims to death, or beating them down, and then you're just raping them with the dildo.
What the fuck?
Dude, imagine being a fucking serial killer. At the funeral, it's like, hey, his life was taken by that fucking psychopath with the huge dildo.
But what else are you going to do with a cheese grater?
Or
what
a
are you gonna do with
stapler.
Yeah.
You're just gonna beat them down normally, then grate their face up or something.
that?
You gotta have some sort of. I feel like you gotta have some sort of signature if you're a serial killer.
And a 12-inch one, that's gonna have some heft behind it.
I feel like all 3 of these things would be your signature. So you're either gonna put staples in their face and stuff, or staple their eyes shut or something when they're dead.
So you're thinking of getting a bit of a Hollywood story created around you,
Yeah, you got. If you're a serial killer, you've gotta.
making a legend.
Yeah, you gotta make a legend if you're gonna do that.
Damn.
Do you use? So if you're a serial killer, you're obviously killing more than one person.
If
Are you using the same dildo, or are you getting a new one each time?
Oh, same one.
You
Well,
gotta
that's the
use
thing.
same
Do you
one.
leave it at the
Stapler.
crime? And yeah, well, I guess they would just look at who's buying the most dildos, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
There can't be that many people buying a 12-inch dildo.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do though? Just leave it in your victim.
Yeah, you sit down, just leave,
Head down, ass up.
Yeah.
Every victim found head down, ass up with a dildo in them.
No,
That's
the way
just- that's
you
just
do it is you
signature.
choke it by just ramming them down the throat.
Oh fuck!
Oh, Jesus.
How girthy are we talking? I
Um,
feel like the girth really matters.
So if you do like your index finger to your thumb and create a circle out of that, that's how big it is.
That's
That's quite.
pretty thin for a 12 inch.
Yeah, it's gonna have some flexibility about it. You'll get some nunchuck going when you're trying to beat them down.
Dude, that's what I need. I need like a fucking ninja movie where some dude comes out and he's just nudging him with a dildo, like flinging around the body and shit. No one says anything. It's just like,
Black Dynamite missed their opportunity.
dude, that is arguably one of the greatest movies ever created, and
Yeah.
no one knows about it.
I don't think I've ever
I
seen
don't
it.
think I've seen it either.
No, you've got to see
no.
Black Dynamite. If you're listening, go do yourself a favor and go watch Black Dynamite.
Dude, when he fucking
What's it about?
he throws.
I do that shit before I walk in the room.
Oh shit, it's the greatest movie. No, it's just about Black Dynamite, baby. You jive turkeys.
The Eminem
Is it an
scene.
old movie?
Yeah,
it's pretty old.
it's reasonably old. It's just funny. It's just all satire, pretty much.
Hmm.
I don't think I've actually seen the whole thing though. I think I've seen a lot of the clips.
Well, the through that shit before I walked in the room was the end scene.
Oh, okay.
Do you reckon you saw that on a clip?
Yeah, I definitely saw it on clip.
Yeah, fair play.
100%.
What about this, ready boys? If I were to ask you point blank right now, do you think that aliens have visited this planet? What do you think? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Wait, what was that?
Aliens have visited this planet, yes or no?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why do you think that?
I don't know. There just seems to be a lot of evidence around it.
Are we talking like feet on the ground or like hovering?
No,
Do they
I'm
have to have been
talking,
in the atmosphere, or are they just?
they have to have been, yeah, within our atmosphere. Yeah.
I think so, because you hear stories from like military pilots and stuff who have said they've seen.
Dude,
Seen
did
shit
you
like
hear
that.
that? Have you seen or listened to the recent JRE with fucking Dave Fravor?
No,
No,
I listened to
I've
the
not.
what's his name? The bloke who released the
Bob?
Netflix special. Yeah, Bob. Bob.
um,
Something Czar or like I don't know.
Lazar. Bob
Lazar, yeah. Bob
Yeah, who
Lazar.
said he worked near Area 51.
Yeah. But he said he
Hmm.
worked on stuff that was I don't know.
See, I believe him.
What does he talk about?
Well, he said that he's like he does like physics in propulsion, like
Yeah.
theoretical physics in propulsion, and so he got approached. He was like applying for jobs and shit. Came out at university, real smart kid, like got really high scores.
Mm.
This is in like the 70s or 80s or so. So this is a while ago.
Mm.
And he got approached by, well, he got told to go to like to fly out to Arizona to go to like Las Vegas where Area 51 is,
Yeah.
because that's in the same desert, the Nevada desert. Actually, that's not in Arizona. But he ended up going out to there. He went to a place called S4, which is a base like 20 miles away from Area 51.
Yeah.
And what he said was they were given like a booklet which had all the information he would need because he was working on the propulsion part of the craft. And he said as soon as he started reading it, he knew that this was not something that he had ever seen or that he knew existed.
Shit.
Because apparently these crafts used like gravity engines.
So this wasn't like a craft that they were building. Was this a craft
No,
that?
they had found them.
They were studying it.
Oh right.
Yeah. So apparently they had 9 of them.
Whoa.
And but they were all different, he said.
Yeah.
He only
And-
got to work on one of them.
Yeah,
Shit.
and the way like the engine, because they had taken the engine out of one of them, and he went to like he said this engine when it was turned on, you couldn't touch it physically, like you couldn't get to it.
Really?
Like you know when you
What,
push
like a-
two
like
magnets
a s-
together on opposite poles.
Oh shit! So it was like a force, sort of stopping him from.
Yeah, so that's how it moved so like erratically, because you know how if you're flying in like a jet, obviously, and you're going 300 k's an hour, and then you stop.
Mm.
The jet will like crumple because it's
Yeah.
not meant to do that.
Yeah.
But with a gravity engine, you're essentially warping space around you. So if you would go as quickly in
Jesus.
water as you would in air, because there is no
Yeah.
resistance.
Shit. What was that on? Was that on Netflix or?
There is a
there-
Netflix one, but
there
the
is,
JR
but
is better.
Yeah, I've listened to Joe Rogan podcast with
Yeah,
it's
Bob
much better.
Lazar.
He's a fucking interesting man, dude. And then after that,
But
'cause
like, surely he was sworn not to talk about this sort of stuff.
no, he took a heap of friends up on
Ah.
like a mountain
And they
like
observed it.
5 different times, and because they used to take these, like they put pilots in the crafts and got them to fly them,
Mm.
and his friends observed them, and on like the 4th or 5th time, the military found them,
Ooh.
and then they were
Yeah.
like, "Get the fuck out!" And then they deleted his schooling record, his driver's license, his passport. They deleted everything related to
What?
Bob Lazar. It's all gone.
Really?
Like you can't find it anymore.
Yeah.
So then people were like, "This dude's a fucking fake," blah blah blah, because he sent a anonymous video, like you can't see his face, to a news network, and they released it. And then he started doing all this stuff, taking the friends up there, and then that's how he got caught.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And like you can't find any of his records today. But one dude who I can't remember his name, he was like a reporter, investigative reporter back in the day, and he has like sort of handled Bob Lazar's story and case.
Mm.
And he found like a thing that had Bob Lazar listed under S4 in the phone book, and it had Bob Lazar at the university he attended,
Oh.
as well as testimonials from friends who had said that they had dropped him off at the university and had known that he was studying there.
Far out.
So why would they delete his education history and shit?
I feel like it's a dumb move by them.
Yeah, real
Because
dumb.
obviously people are gonna know for sure that he was there and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah. So that is why I believe it. Because of
Yeah.
him and Fravor, who is a military pilot, who they had blips on a radar, and they were like, "Look, just go check this thing out." And they were flying over it. They were like, however many Ks above it or whatever, like 2 or something, and they could see down in the water was being like disturbed, like there was a heap of white water,
Mm.
but around it was just flat ocean, nothing else was happening. And then he looked in the center of that white water, and there was like a tic-tac shaped object that was like 40 feet long, and then there was a massive dark like shadow in the water below it.
Fuck.
And so he went down to go and see it, and then it just like disappeared.
Far out.
I was gonna
Do
say
they have the footage, or is it just like?
They have radar footage, they don't have visual footage.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that does sound like a submarine, but
Yeah, but that was the
The
thing,
fact- yeah.
because as soon as it like went away, like as soon as it disappeared, that thing was gone.
yeah, okay. That
Which,
doesn't sound
imagine
like.
if there is an alien race and all they're doing is living in the bottom of our ocean.
They could do it.
'Cause that thing's so huge.
Mm. Well, what was it? We've only explored fucking.
They won't be able to be there for much
2%.
longer anyway, though.
Ooh,
With the world, the way the fucking world's going at the moment.
you reckon the world's gonna die?
I reckon we're going that way.
I reckon we are too, honestly.
How far away do you reckon we are?
From World War III or from what?
The world ending. Just fully.
Well, I reckon the most likely cause of the world ending
We'll
is
be able to live our
nukes.
lives.
Yeah,
Mm.
I reckon it's nukes for
it's
sure.
gonna be a massive nuclear war.
I wonder how many nukes it would take for nuclear fallout to occur. For a nuclear winter, sorry.
I don't know.
Do you know what a nuclear winter is?
Nah.
Just the whole.
No.
So, because nukes are such powerful weapons, they would blow up a heap of dust and ash and everything, and that would essentially cake the ozone layer so that no sun could get through.
Oh,
So that
shit.
the Earth is essentially like in perpetual night until it disappears.
That's fucked.
Yeah, so we wouldn't have any crops.
No, everyone would be dead so soon.
Yeah, and it doesn't take many. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll find out for you. But like, they would be so devastating.
Oh,
Even if like one nuke went off, I wonder.
Have you guys watched Chernobyl?
No,
No, I still haven't watched that. Apparently, it's really good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I thought
apparently
you're gonna have some real interesting thing.
Nah,
about
I was,
you know.
I was really hoping you had seen it. I was like, oh, maybe they'll be able to expand, but no.
nah, I haven't. I need to watch it.
I know the general story. It was just a reactor in Chernobyl meltdown
Yeah,
because they were testing it at low power modes and they were meant to test it at 30%, but the program fucked up and tested it at 1%.
Mm.
And then it just like had a meltdown, and then it was about to hit. Because Lars was telling me about it the other day. It was about to hit the water underneath it that was used for cooling, and if it had have done that, there's a reaction between the water and whatever the nuclear materials are that would have been like a massive explosion. But there were 2 people apparently that went in and released the water before it could touch it,
Okay.
and they died doing that.
Like heroes, though.
Dude, that's a fucking heroic effort.
That is
Yeah,
very
that's
heroic.
crazy.
Like that's
Yeah.
if you want to go down, you want to go
But I
down.
guess you're gonna die regardless, aren't you?
Do you reckon
Yeah.
you'd do it? You'd go in to release the water?
100%.
You'd
You're
have to.
gonna die either way.
But
Yeah.
did they know they were going to die?
Yeah.
Well,
Or were
The
they
best-
just, we'll see what happens and hopefully this does the trick?
the best chance of survival is going in and draining the water because
Yeah.
if that touches the water, you're dead.
Wow. Damn, imagine if it was fucking Mad Max World if we had a legitimate nuclear winter.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to survive in a Mad Max world.
Oh, just pimp out the Nova.
Dude, I'd back you, SD.
I'd back it.
Put some chains on it. Spy.
Just get a bald dude on top.
Mm.
Notice me.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I reckon Louis would end up having to tow the car.
What?
You'd end up getting eaten 6 days in.
Yeah.
We have to. He's not a sled dog, that's for sure. You can tell him that.
Shit. Dude, that fucking dog could not pull a Kit Kat if you tied it to it.
Oh, I don't know. He's pretty vicious.
Yeah, hey, big boy. Dude, I reckon, like, what's your plan though? Say a nuke hits Melbourne and it doesn't affect us. The radiation doesn't affect us. Obviously, there's like a hot zone you can't go within, or else you'll get radiated,
Yeah.
cancer and shit. But what's your plan?
Don't go to Melbourne.
Say all the major cities, like 5 nukes get set off in Australia, all of America, all of China, all of Russia, everywhere gets hit. So it's essentially just these outskirt towns with no more supplies coming in.
Well, so you're clearly not working at your, accounting firm or,
No,
you know,
I
no,
don't
you're
know.
not
anything
going
like that.
there.
So
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I think I'd have to set up camp along a river somewhere and just live out my days.
Yeah, I think that's the
I
best
think I'm with
idea.
that as well.
Yeah.
Just
But I think
enjoy
what-
life for the rest of it.
Like,
Yeah.
surely what you would want to do, like it's like the old classic zombie apocalypse question, really.
Mm.
If a zombie apocalypse starts at the hospital, what do you do?
Get out of there.
You see it on the news like
Probably
10
not.
minutes after it's
That
happened.
hospital.
You just gotta leave town.
Yeah.
Or
See, I'd still go into the outback.
yeah.
Yeah, same.
You'd grab a group of people though, and then head
Oh,
out.
for sure.
Yeah. You wouldn't want too many though, because then
No.
people fuck up.
Take
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
definitely
supplies
do.
and just get out.
Yeah.
You have to be able to get your own food.
Yeah. Go up to the Nelson.
Like,
River.
what do any of us know about, like, what plants are safe to eat?
I don't know a bit. I walked. I had an
I got
Aboriginal
nothing.
show me once.
Oh,
Really?
no, is that Paul?
Yeah, Paul from Tower Hill.
This is the least Aboriginal name I've ever heard. Straight up, like, no, fuck the Aboriginal part off. That is the most, like, classic name. Besides
Yeah.
John, Paul is, like, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't there a guy called John Paul?
probably.
There
I
is,
fucking hope so. Fuck that guy.
I reckon there's a famous guy called John Paul.
Be a fair few of them, I reckon. Fair few John Pauls out there.
Pope John Paul. He's the Pope.
What?
The current Pope? Or...
The current.
No, he died in 2005.
Ah.
Yeah.
Damn.
There you go.
Dude, fucking Commander Fravors story's fucked.
What's that?
That's the guy that was the pilot. He saw the object above the sea.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna have
Well,
to
like-
look up some of these.
Oh, dude, it's
Some of
fucked.
these stories.
Hmm.
They're good JRS to listen to. Like,
Mm.
what about this? How do you think the pyramids were created?
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
real.
They don't know, do they?
They got
No.
no idea because there's no way they got them up like all that shit up the top.
Yeah, shit.
It's a big conspiracy theory about a secret civilization.
Yeah.
Wait, really? I didn't know that they had no idea what was going on with the pyramids.
Dude, have you like looked at the pyramids and tried to feel like if we had to make it today, it would take us a while.
Oh, it'd take fucking forever, wouldn't it?
Like we'd be
Didn't
able to do
they-
it.
Didn't they find that some part of the rocks or whatever was built out of special material that was found like so many hundred of kilometers away? And they had no way to actually transport it there?
Well,
Mm,
there
it's
is the top part of the pyramid, like the actual, I believe it's the top part, has these pillars in it that are just like unbelievably big and all one solid piece. And
Yeah,
it's like, how would you get
Right.
that to the top of the pyramid?
it's a weird thing.
Because like slaves ain't doing that shit. I don't care how many slaves you got.
Yeah,
They did have a lot of slaves, though.
I did, yeah.
There was a lot.
It's not like you got fucking
How did they know it's
600
1
Zions there. You got a big heap of emaciated people. They're just skinny as fuck.
like 600. I think 600 Zion Williamsons could do it.
Yeah, they probably do.
Absolutely.
They just fucking carry the rocks in leaps and bounds.
Big boys,
God, he's such a fucking. That is such a
He's a
genetic
huge,
freak.
isn't he?
isn't it?
Like, legitimately a genetic freak.
Like most people, that'd be borderline fat. But
Yeah,
he's just so athletic and fit.
Dude, I will tell you his measurements. He has a 44-inch vertical,
It's like 285 pounds, isn't he?
to 129 kilograms, and he stands 6'6",
Yeah.
and he jumps 44
Yeah.
inches.
That's
He
fucked.
weighs 285 pounds.
He's a huge boy.
Like, that is so ridiculous.
You see how he said, like, as he was getting bigger, he was just, like, able to do more shit and, like, jump higher and all that shit.
Yeah.
Even, like, with gaining weight.
Just, just imagine by the end of his career, it's just fat ass, just killing it. Just leaping
He's got
over
that
everyone.
Jokic body.
A big honey.
Dude, I would fucking love that. If Big Jokic could jump like Zion could.
Oh,
Imagine.
that'd be amazing.
I would actually front that shit legit.
He'd
but,
probably
like,
be
it's-
the best player in the league if he could do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
No, legit. He dead set would. If he
Oh,
was
yeah.
athletic, he would be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like, yeah, go on.
Like with that Chernobyl thing, like, have you seen? I think Vice did it. It's like a video of this thing called Crocodile, and there's people living in Chernobyl now. Like, I think it's Chernobyl. It's just an abandoned place in
Yeah,
Russia.
it's on like the outskirts of Chernobyl.
Yeah, and it's just all these
Yeah.
abandoned buildings and shit. Like, just you wouldn't expect anyone to live there, and it's just all these like heroin addicts that live there.
Oh,
And they have this drug called Crocodile, and like if you haven't seen it, look it up. It's like a Vice documentary. It's got just look up crocodile epidemic in Russia or something.
Crocodile.
Yeah, the reason they call it that is obviously because crocodile is translated to, and once they get addicted to it and stuff, it makes their skin turn flaky.
Really?
Like it's like tar mixed with heroin, and like it's just a bad mix. Like
Oh,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucked.
yuck, dude. What the fuck?
jeez, it'd want to be good.
Dude, why would you even see that and think it's a good idea?
I don't
Tar
know,
mixed with heroin. Mm-hmm.
but even just heroin in general. Like, what would you look at that? Why would you look at a cigarette and think it's a good idea? It's just
Don't
got tar in it.
Oh shit! 20th of June 2019, crocodile, the flesh-eating dragon, makes a rare appearance in Australia.
Oh, in Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
might be
right.
the next Might be the next Flacker.
I love that bloke telling the story of Flacker on the news.
What a fucking shitstorm that was.
Oh.
Dude, fucking like drug epidemics are such crazy things.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen all the number of homeless people in LA?
No.
Yeah.
Dude, it's an
Yeah.
insane amount.
I went there a couple of years ago.
It's called
And-
Skid
and-
Row.
In Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't know if those people are like. I think some of those people aren't homeless though.
They've just lost a lot of money and
I've heard a lot of
can't
them.
go home to wife.
A lot of
They're
them
mad
fake
about
it.
the punt.
Yeah, bad down the punt. And like you go down, you're in the streets of Vegas, and the main thing I remember about Vegas is you got these homeless people standing there selling bottles of water, but like your tub had been opened and refilled and shit.
Oh,
They're holding them up
ew.
like Aquafina $1.
Oh,
And like they're just all like just Aquafina $1. Like
Did you take
and you
one?
just nah. Fuck
Why not?
It's only $1.
Fucking be polite, dog. What are you doing?
Bargain.
nah. I think
about
I
the
wasn't
poor
touching
dog.
that.
could have some crocodile in it.
It could have been a fucking bargain, man.
Shit.
Dude, let me look up how many
They get you
people
hooked on
there
Aquafina.
Okay, so this says 5,000 and 8,000, which is very wrong. That must be extremely. Okay, so in 2000 it was 17,000 people. Rogan was saying the other day he reckons it's like 100K.
What's this
What,
for?
homeless people in LA.
Oh,
people, yeah.
wow.
100,000.
How many
It's
How many people
fucked.
live in LA?
A lot.
There's got to be a few.
I
hasn't
think
there?
it'd be the hundreds of thousands. Would it?
Oh, it'd be millions, surely. 4
4
million.
million.
Hundreds of
Yeah, what
thousands.
do
I just realised what I said.
Wait, so there's about 100,000 homeless people in
Oh.
LA.
I just thought about Melbourne and I'm like, wait, no, it'd be more than Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne have a fuckload, wouldn't it?
Melbourne has
Yeah,
like
Melbourne's like 3 or 4 million, isn't it?
4.9, so it does more than LA.
Oh,
Melbourne
We only
does,
have
wow.
like 24 mil in Australia, I think.
I think it's around 30 now.
Oh shit, we populating, baby. No, it's 24.6. That was 2017. Yeah,
Oh, really?
that was 2017 though. 25.415 by the end of 2019.
Shit.
So
So I thought
Yeah.
it was a lot more.
Nah, because a lot of we have obviously a relatively large surface area, but the inside of it is not populated whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I know that, but like I remember in primary school learning about it, and they'd always say like 23 million or 24,
Yeah.
25 million, and that was ages ago.
Dude, you guys ever heard of the Keck Observatory in Hawaii?
No.
Cat.
No.
Fuck, that's a good business idea.
Sign me up.
People just shit like you walk through and just observe it while you ketted.
Oh.
Observatory.
You just have people doing weird ass shit in like cages and stuff, and like you're just gonna walk through.
Fuck, you'd lose your mind in there.
Oh,
What a
nonsense, dude.
Jeez, that'd be great.
So this is it's on an island in Hawaii, and apparently it's like the best place to see stars from because of the low level of light pollution.
Yeah.
Like as you go in there, like you're going up a mountain, and like you go above the clouds.
Oh no way.
Yeah, and then you see like the top of the mountain, and then there it is, the old Keck
Yeah, damn.
Observatory. Dude, that's on the fucking bucket list for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
Pretty sick.
Fucking, I feel like there's not a lot to do in Hawaii.
Well, there's heaps.
Apparently, it's really expensive over there as well. So, fuck that. I'd rather just spend 2 weeks in Thailand again.
Cool, get those lady boys.
Oh, yeah.
Chicks with dicks.
Chicks with dicks, baby. Are there ever any chicks with dicks, or is it just dudes with tits?
Oh, that's a tag quote, isn't it?
It's hard to tell.
Fuck, that's great. He's like, just got photos of chicks with dicks. Like, dude, there are no chicks with dicks, just dudes with tits.
He's got a good point, boy.
Oh, that's great. Great movie. Fucking hilarious.
What do you reckon the biggest animal is that you could beat in a one-on-one fight, no weapons?
Biggest animal, probably a. See, it's weird because are you talking weight or size?
I
General
reckon-
size, like from say a rabbit to a cat to a small dog to a big dog to that sort of thing.
Yeah. I was gonna say like you could say something big, but then you go back down in size to like a wombat.
Yeah, but then
Yeah, but see, a
some
wombat would fuck
smaller
you up,
ones-
man.
Wombat would
More
fuck
vicious?
you up. Like if I could, yeah.
Because
I
you'd
don't
probably
know.
fuck up a Great Dane before you could. Oh no, you could be able. Yeah, you'd be able to fuck up a Great Dane before.
Before, definitely, yeah.
I reckon if a Great Dane wanted you, you'd get fucking railed.
Nah, because I want him, mate. He's done.
When Brandon wants blood, he gets it.
He's dinner.
A Great Dane male can be between 54 to 91 kilograms.
And
But
You think you can beat that dog?
yeah,
There's no way.
that's a human male.
Yeah, but this thing has teeth made for killing.
Of a bloodlust.
I'm gonna send you a fucking photo of this Great Dane. Tell me you can beat it.
No.
Tell me you could beat that.
Easy money.
Yeah,
That is
Pretty
literally
easy.
bigger than the human.
his balls would be bigger than mine, so there's more of a target. Knock him in there and he's
Bang.
down.
How you get into his balls when his jaws right there?
Underneath.
Just your leg. Kick him.
I feel like a dog, like they obviously have a sense of pain, but I feel like it would be a lot less
Oh, for
than what
sure.
we do. I think if he gets one good bite on
Yeah.
your arm, you are fucked.
Yeah, true.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
can you also like? Is this dog out to kill you at the start, or can you lure?
Say you're in like a 40 by 40 meter arena.
Oh, see, I don't like that size. I'd back myself in a smaller one because that dog's getting a big run up.
Yeah,
Well, even then, it's going to jump at your head on, so you can almost plan around that.
Yeah,
It's not like it's going to fucking sidestep you.
yeah, good.
Imagine just
Bit
dog's
big of a
gonna
choke
cross you up.
slam.
Dog's just sizing you up as you're walking down. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be some sort of dog.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
know. I
it's
think
got
there's
a
a
need
lot.
for killing.
Nah, because like I couldn't beat a German Shepherd. No way.
nah, they'd fuck you up.
They're
Not a chance.
they're killing machines.
What if we start? We'll start at. You could probably beat a couple birds. Like a fucking seagull. You could beat a seagull for sure.
Oh yeah.
You could beat a Shih Tzu. Do you reckon you could beat a retriever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon.
What about Otis? Otis would fuck everyone up, I reckon.
Otis.
Chihuahua, easy.
Otis
Yeah,
would
Chihuahua.
annoy me so much that I'd kill myself.
Wow.
A Chihuahua with a heart condition. He'd have a heart attack before he got to you.
Dude, that dog is literally the definition of extra. For sure. That dog is so fucked. You have to feed it with a fork, dude.
Yeah, that's Mum's doing. It's too soft on him.
Literally treats it like a child in a high chair.
Oh, yeah. It's
Go on,
fucked.
eat your food, Odie. Eat your food. Go on. No,
Mm,
no,
I
so
think
that
she's
fucking hurts.
starting to see the Nile a bit.
Really?
No, dunno. Probably.
What about what sort of weapon do you think you'd need to kill a bear?
Oh, well,
Mm,
And it has
you
to
want
be
like the
a-
lowest, so you can't have like a gun or something.
No, it can't be a projectile weapon. It has to be.
I
like a
reckon I
metal
could do it with a
weapon.
samurai sword.
Oh,
Huh.
yeah.
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't.
Nah, pretty easy.
Or do you go real smart, like a tub of acid, and just sort of like spray it?
That's-
Real smart, like a tub of acid. Brandon's just walking towards it, spills somebody's toe.
Brandon,
Fuck.
I would too with my shaky hands. I'd be fucked.
I'm just like, have you seen 10 Cloverfield Lane?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
I'm just imagining like Brando shoving a bear into that tub of like that acid stuff like that guy does with the bear. Like it's just chucking it in there.
It's actually like a pretty fucked up movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. Good
Yeah.
concept.
Have you seen the Cloverfield Paradox?
No.
Like the sequel to it?
Nah.
because all the Cloverfields are connected. The first one is there's like these guys at a house party, and then this massive monster attacks the city. They're in New York City.
Yeah, and it's all from the camera of the phone or whatever.
Yeah, all like paranormal activity sort of filmed. And that one is then connected to the next one, which is 10 Cloverfield Lane, where she gets in a car crash and then she gets taken in by this dude. And he's like, "Oh, you were hurt, blah, 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 blah."
Oh,
They're
is
in a
that the
bunker.
two chicks down in the bunk? Is there two girls?
Yeah, no, it's a
Or
guy
two?
and a girl.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and there's another guy who brings them both in.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You can't go up there, like you'll die." And then the next one, the Cloverfield paradox, is the Earth is running into like an energy crisis because there's not enough to go around because of the overpopulation. And there's the story is based around astronauts that are on the ISS that are trying to start a particle accelerator because that, in theory, would give infinite energy in this world. And they try to do it, and it creates like a warp which sends them into a different reality.
Oh, okay.
Except
Don't give too much away.
it's such a fucked movie. Like
Yeah.
once that happens, everything just goes to shit.
Is it on Netflix or anything?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a gaze.
The bit
I
that
haven't
happens
seen
right
it
after that is fucking ideal. It's so good.
Mhm.
I
Mm,
won't spoil it for you, boys.
pretty keen for that actually.
Is there only the two?
Huh?
Is there only the two?
No, it's the third one is the paradox.
Oh, yeah.
First two. Can't remember the fucking first Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane. Dude, I tell you what I love. I tell you two people I have absolutely loved ever since they've started their tenure with South Park. It was fucking Trey Parker and Matt Stone,
Oh,
like the creators of it. Did you see their response to China?
yeah, I did see that. I was talking to Schmidt about that before actually.
Dude, that is like that is the funniest
didn't-
fucking
did
thing
not see
because
it.
they made an episode called "Banned in China," like BAND, and it was all about how China censors like Hollywood and shit. And then that episode got banned in China, and then all of South Park got banned in China.
Yeah, it's great.
And so they released this statement. I don't know, I'll find it for you.
They just don't care what they go on about South Park, and they just get away with everything. It's
Fuck.
great.
I actually just started watching it last night. I saw that it was on Netflix, so I started season 1, episode 1. Because I've never seen it
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta watch the up-to-date ones whilst they're doing it because
Yeah.
they do them like with really current world events.
Because
Oh,
they
shit.
make the episodes in like 1 week.
Yeah, legit.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
one. Yeah, it's
Wish
ridiculous.
did that.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. This is what they said. So, do you guys know about the China NBA controversy?
Yes, it's
No.
sort of. It's just.
So, Daryl Morey, the general manager of the Houston Rockets, wrote a tweet that said, "Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong,"
Yeah.
because Hong Kong is currently in like 4-month-long protests because China had tried to make a law that they are able to extradite any Hong Kong citizen at any time for like whatever reason,
Yeah, that's
which is bullshit because
stupid.
that's
fucked.
a
Yeah.
real corrupt government. And when Britain gave Hong Kong to China, China made this like an agreement saying they would run the two as separate entities, that Hong Kong wasn't a part of China.
Oh,
And now
okay.
China is trying to make Hong Kong a part of it, and that's why Hong Kong's getting real skits in as well.
Yeah.
And so the NBA, like the commissioner and shit, was like, "Look, we apologize, blah blah blah," because Tencent, who is a company in China, has like their hand in everything, like literally everything. Like the NBA salary cap will go down a fuckload if China pulls out because they're worth like
Far out.
multiple billions of dollars to the NBA.
Wow.
And so the NBA was like, sorry, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's skitzing at him because they're like, look, you do all this shit for fucking Colin Kaepernick and against Trump and acting all woke. And then you just apologize to a communist country.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so Trey Parker and Matt Stone put out a statement and they said, like the NBA, we welcome the Chinese censors into our homes and into our hearts. We too love money more than freedom and democracy. Xi, which is the name, like XI is the name of the Chinese prime minister or whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah.
Doesn't look just like Winnie the Pooh at all. Tune into our breakfast episode this Wednesday at 10 with the Great Communist Party of China. May this autumn's sorghum harvest be bountiful. We good now, China. Because fucking Z, or whatever his name was, fucking got rid of Winnie the Pooh. He banned it in China because people said he looked like Winnie the
No
Pooh.
way.
Doesn't Randy kill Winnie the Pooh in one of the South Park episodes?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's great.
That's unreal.
Dude, like, he doesn't look like him at all. What a statement. Oh shit.
Did you hear about Blizzard with the China controversy thing?
Yeah, dude. Blizzard's
No.
fucked.
Oh, so some bloke came out in a press conference after winning like a world championship. What was it in?
Hearthstone World Championship.
Yeah. I think it was Hearthstone.
Yeah.
And he came out and said he supports Hong Kong and like everything like that. And then Blizzard kicked him out of the comp, took all his prize money away,
Banned him for a year.
and banned him for a year,
What?
and banned all the people that were in the press conference as
Yeah,
well.
banned both of the casters that casted the match. And then there's a team called Hong Kong Power or some shit. So they have to refer to them as HKP. They're not allowed to say Hong Kong anymore.
What?
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. It's
That's
so fucked.
What?
It's so fucked, man.
That's retarded.
Like, that's what a communist country is. You have to live by their rules. You can't do anything else.
Yeah, it's fucked.
He's fucked.
And then in their
that.
apology, Schmidt was telling me about this before. In their apology, apparently they apologized to the Chinese government.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
look.
no, Louis crying.
Oh, little Papa. You
But
want
he
the
just
daddy.
wants. Oh,
That's
did
'cause
you leave him in the
Soph just
car
left.
again?
No, Soph just left. I'll just go let him out the door.
Yeah, no worries. No, look at some fucking crazy shit, dude. Like, can you imagine if we didn't have any freedom in this country?
Oh, maybe shot.
Like,
Dude,
that's
if
how
we were
fucked
living
up
in a
that
country
is.
like that, I don't know. Our lives would be so much different.
Yeah.
That'd suck.
But the thing is, the people of
Yeah,
China
but-
don't know any different.
Yeah, true. It'd be
Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
yeah, like, it's not their fault because they just get constant media that's like, China's the best, China's the best, blah blah blah, China's the best. It's like North Korea, the dude, like everyone believing that Kim Jong Un fucking shot an 18-stroke golf game.
They don't.
Yeah, dude, they do.
It's Kim Jong Un like the Chuck Norris of North Korea.
Yeah, legit. Look up all the Kim Jong Un fucking claims, I guess.
Look at the man. Look at him.
Here you go. Kim Jong Un's superpowers. Ah, he's like, it's just so fucked. Kim Jong Un could drive at age 3 and was a competitive sailor at age 9. Kim Jong Un and North Korean archaeologists also found a unicorn's lair, or at least recently reconfirmed the location of unicorns ridden by the ancient Korean king.
No way, that's real.
If people are distrustful of the discovery, it has a rectangular rock in front that reads Unicorn Lair.
What?
Korean news agencies reported that Kim's father, Kim Jong-il, learned to walk at 3 weeks old and once shot a round of golf that included 11 hole-in-ones. So then Kim Jong-un one-upped him.
Can I just read this one?
Yeah, of course.
Also, Kim Jong Il could control the weather too.
Yeah. Dude, like, people actually believe that. Like, in North Korea, they believe that shit.
Are you serious?
They also believe that he's never taken a shit. That's
Oh.
one. He said that he's never shat. Ever.
People
What- how
surprised
does
by
that
his
come up?
greatness. What just happened?
How does that even come up? Like, wait, just at a press conference or whatever, talking to the people, and you're just like, oh, we've never actually taken a shit.
This has to be a joke, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's it.
But like,
People believe it.
Listen to this one.
Surely
People
not.
surprised by his greatness should only remember the day he was born, when a double rainbow suddenly appeared in the sky. It's just like, who the fuck thinks of that?
Dude, it's fucked. Like, it's so fucked. I think on the next pods, we all have to think of what our claims to fame would be if we were Kim Jong Un.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
all right. We're going to come up with a list each.
Yeah.
That's
Our
absolutely.
Kim Jong Un superpowers.
Yeah, the things that we've done.
Yeah, that's
Dude, I
great. I
wonder-
love that.
I wonder what else. Like, there's literally more of them though. Like, it's so fucked.
Is it actually
was-
real though, or is it just like a meme?
Yeah, like
now?
people
Is
believe
just-
it because their internet, like they don't have free internet. The government controls everything they look at.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they have so much shit banned. They're like WhatsApp is in China because I'm fairly certain Tencent created it, or like one sort of Chinese company, and that's like the only thing they're allowed to use.
Dude, Tencent controls so many like games.
Tencent controls so much.
Tencent own most games. That's why Blizzard had to do that, because Tencent owns Blizzard, I think.
I've never even heard of 10%.
Never
10%
heard
or
of it
10%?
Tencent, like
Tencent.
CENT.
Yeah, well, did you know like Counter-Strike in China is like you can't play it, so Tencent have made their own version of Counter-Strike. It looks heaps shittier. And Schmidt just messaged in. Imagine if fucked it would be 50-cent control. But yeah, they can't play CS in China. But they've made a game exactly the same, pretty much. Just a heaps more dumbed down version, I guess. Like the textures aren't as good or anything, but it's the exact same concept. And it's the most popular game in the world. Like,
Dude.
not many people know that, but like that game is the most popular game in the world.
China
And
copies
because-
so much shit because they don't have copyright laws.
Oh, don't
So
they?
they see an idea and they just create their own version of it, and no one can do
Yeah.
a thing. No one, like literally, no one can do a thing about it.
That's a bit
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, dude, it's,
Alright.
fucked. It's so fucked. Like it's such a fucked place.
Yeah. Alrighty. I'm going to have to shoot off to bed.
All right.
I've got an early day tomorrow.
End it there then.
Finish it up. We'll have to what Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon Tuesday.
Tuesdays. Is that what we're thinking? I might have work Tuesday.
Oh, Finn, I swear to God.
Possibly. But
We'll figure
I might
something
not. I might not get called during anyway. So like,
Well, if you get called, you get called, and we'll just continue on with 3 hours.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you
I,
just
I
mute
can
whenever
barely
you get
hear
called.
you for like half the thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you got the keyword wafer rolls in the chat. The whole chat is just wafer rolls, wafer rolls, It's like 20 times just saying wafer rolls.
The whole time I was just like, oh fuck, I have no idea what's going on.
That is 16 wafer rolls.
What was the weirdest time you joined in?
I just heard a
Yeah.
lot of giggles, and then I tried to I giggled along with you guys. I had no idea what was.
I love that.
Oh, shit.
So nervously laughing along.
Alrighty. I'll see you later.
It's a lot of
Catch you
buzz.
later,
Yeah.
dude. Boy.